everyone, welcome to Gemini Art Creations, the place where we draw cute stuff. This is Sheena, and we will be drawing Marshall from Animal Crossing. Here are the items you will need. Okay, so first let's start out by drawing the eyes. The upper eyelids are lines. So just draw both going upwards and make sure they're equidistant from each other. Marshall has this look where he looks off to the side. So let's draw the pupils, and they're just circles that are all dark and colored in. You can keep going back and forth just to make sure they're equal. Now he's facing forward, so they should be pretty equal to each other. If he was facing sideways or turned a little bit, then typically one eye is smaller than the other one, just to show perspective. But he will be facing forward in this drawing. Slightly outline the outer part of the eye, and just make sure the lines connect. Okay, so next we're drawing the head, which is a big circle. Again, I like to draw multiple circles and then choose which one would look the best. Next, let's draw the mouth. Just think of his mouth as an upside down V that's very wide, or you can think of it as a mountain. Make sure both sides look the same. Let's draw his blush. They're just little ovals that connect to his cheek and are below the outer parts of the eyes. On to the hair. Think of his hair as little zigzags, kind of like lightning strikes. He has 3 of them that go upward towards the left. Let's move on to the ears. The outer part of the inner ear starts from the outer part of his eye, and it goes to about halfway within his eye width. Just draw another half circle on the outside to show depth. Repeat the same thing on his left side. Again, try to make sure both sides look even and about the same. So next, let's define the face and pick which part of the circle that we think would look the best. We'll just make these areas darker. Okay, so I struggled a little bit to determine which outfit would be the best for Marshall. When I'm drawing these characters, I always love to give them my own little flair and pick outfits for them based on what I come up with. Marshall has a pretty smug personality, and he's a little lazy, so I decided to put him in something that would show as such. Let's adjust the paper here a little bit just so we can see everything. But his belly is a combination between I would say, I don't know, an open rectangle with maybe a triangle? Kind of like the bottom of a bottle. And his legs are pretty much little triangles that are pointing down, but they have a flat surface to represent the feet. His belly is just a little curve here. Let's define these areas. Now I'm putting him in a hoodie, and his hoodie has some little strings on there. It has a pocket, which you'll see. And I was debating what color to put it, but you'll see what color I decided to color it. His hoodie has long sleeves on it. You can choose to make short sleeves, quarter sleeves, whatever you want. It's your drawing. I also gave him a little bit of an undershirt there, just in case he gets super cold. Let's draw his little hands. They're circles. And let's do the same thing on the other side. Again, try to make sure that both sides look the same and are equal to each other. Let's just erase this little part here. His left foot is just sticking out to the side just a smidge. Next, we are going to draw his tail. His tail kind of resembles a cane, and it's very curvy. I was measuring for the top of the tail to reach the top of his eyelid. And there we go, just make some circles, some little swirls. Now, once you're satisfied with everything, let's start the inking process. I like to use thinner lines for the inner structures, and for the actual outline, I like to use thicker lines. I find that by doing this, it makes your picture look like a coloring book, so it's really good for making line art. And sometimes when I'm inking, I also like to throw in a few details, whether it be clothing folds. And if areas that are black that need to be colored in, sometimes I'll do that too. I just put in a pocket. You can put your own pocket in. It's a long rectangle. So next we're doing the actual outline with the thicker pen. See how it kind of makes the overall picture pop? This is a good way to make your own coloring book pages. Next, let's start the erasing process. You want to erase any underlying pencil lines just to make everything clean. The other thing is that any pencil left over, it has a chance to smear when combined with color. Okay, so let's just go ahead and color in his eyes. And then let's start coloring his hair. One thing I struggled with is finding a good skin tone for him. He looks off-white, but in some pictures he looks a little yellow or like a green color. And I have Copic markers and quite a bit of colors, but I couldn't find anything that would resemble his actual color. So I decided to mix and match and do the best I could. Now his skin tone looks like a peach color here, kind of like a pink, but underneath is a silicone pad, which is pink, and so the marker is wet, but when it dries, it'll be a lot lighter. So just FYI. All right, so here you go, Mr. Marshall. He is complete. Thanks for watching.